those that may log in on tonight, let this time find them well and find them all things going well. Remember any that will deal with ailments and sickness and solicit the prayers of this great work. We are thankful and we are grateful to be in the presence of the mighty Most High tonight with joy, the Holy Ghost. Thankful for the contribution and the great presence of our mighty ancestors and all that is done. Ashamed. Amen. All right. We're glad to be here tonight. This time, if anyone that would like to testify, this is your time to testify.
Amen. I thank the Most High for being back in the house one more time. Thank Him for today. Bless me, get safe to work, productive work day. I also thank Him for the service that's going to take place tonight, another night of anniversary, truth that's going to come forth, and just being in the presence of my brothers and sisters tonight. Ashe.
Sure. Anyone else? Well, I'm thankful for another day. Thankful for everything that's been being said, everything that's being done. Thankful for how some things are coming together. And grateful that some things are not always as they appear. I'm reminded how when you're driving, you say objects and buildings are closer than they appear. That's how it is sometimes with some things. So very, 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 very grateful to have some things on the horizon that come together and put in place. Uh, I said before, this time of year, you come around, people, they gather, they have a lot of people come in. I always look, see how they celebrate. And I don't normally see a lot of celebrating, but I do see a lot of coming together just to be in the same building. Uh, right now, seeing, are we having technical difficulties?
No, sir.
Are we?
We are.
Well, I'm grateful for that. Oh, does in this one, now this is new, so does this one tell us who's on
I don't see anybody.
there? I don't think that one does. I'm not sure.
It has 8 people watching, but I don't see who they are.
Right. Okay, we're thankful for those that are watching. This is, of course, a consecrated community. We are the part of the next wave, and tonight is a special night. Why is it a special night? What are we talking about tonight? What are we talking about tonight? You got a hotline and you can't tell. Really.
Phone.
Who are we? So someone was supposed to look up the word who. Did anyone look it up?
I don't have my
I
phone.
know someone that did is not here. Not able to be here. Very thankful to hear the family travel, made it safely. They are safely there in Delaware. So glad that they were able to take to the air and land safely. They'll be back in a few days. So glad they made it. Any obstacles that we faced on today, I'm thankful that we were able to clear those obstacles. Now, does anybody have the definition of who? WHO, who? I would have thought somebody would look at it. That was one of the last things we talked about last night, having the definition of who. Anyone have it? Y'all not gonna do it, because I asked. No one has it. But then tonight is very significant because if you know who you are, somebody would have that definition tonight. We have to begin to function and operate in a manner that says we have a purpose. Sometimes our mind and our mouth take us out of purpose. And this is just true. Sometimes we don't realize our mindset, our mind, and the things that we say and go through are really part of the distraction, part of the hindrance, part of the obstacles. You know, would have been nice if someone would have taken out the time to look up who. But in light of that, I'm moving on past it. Trust me, I'm past it. When important news, I'm important. Just saying. So whoever was here last night, could have taken the time to do it. If I put in a lot of time into what I do, and that was tricky, let me know. This is how I am now, I'm up front. And when I get to say it's going to tell you now, it should have been important to at least look it up. But it's kind of difficult for us to go on with who we are because it wasn't important to us. Wasn't important to us. Which is very, very fitting to how I'm going to flow to because I know who I am. And in a lot of ways, there's some things I'm still grasping and reaching and pulling with regards to them. But when I keep talking about the next wave, you know, I don't think people understand. I gave this example before. When you look out, you look at the water, and look at the waves go out, and then the waves come back in. And when you talk about being the next wave and saying we're the next, it has everything to do with the truth that is coming forth, and it's coming forth in many different ways. It's been manifesting itself here and there over the centuries and over time. And hopefully tonight is going to help with identity type of thing in here. And don't take it the wrong way what I have to say. I have to say it because you need to realize something. If you don't take it serious, why should somebody else? Seriously. I mean, we negate ourselves and we blame all other things, but it be our fault. You personally have to take on your identity before anybody else mistakes it. Never mind. So, in light of that, we have to understand what the next wave is all about is we are part of the next time period of people bringing forward truth and trying to help people. Unfortunately, in many ways, it is misconstrued, it is taken the wrong way, it's taken content, and people get into a lot of different confrontations and different silly things that are unnecessary with regards to the ordained purpose for truth coming forward. At any time of night, you have a question out of the blue, you have a comment out of the blue, this is your night to do that. It really, truly is your night to do that because tonight is all about being confident and knowing what we're doing and why we're doing it. That's what it's all about tonight. Now, this truth from 2024 to 2030, it's going to keep on, it's going to keep being some things happening, some things occurring. It's time for it. Whether we want to embrace it or not, it's time for it because, first of all, the way that people govern themselves, the way that people act, it's not really new. But everything changed and everything is upgraded. Everything is moving in a progressive stage. And religion is no exception, but some religions are still stagnating. I find it real fascinating how they're always trying to come up with new ways to prove this thing, prove that thing, make their religion, their gods, and their things more credible than the next person. This work is not designed for that. We're designed to walk in truth. And nothing but truth. We're designed to be able to give truth, regardless of what the reaction is or what the response is. We're designed to be an example. When you're going to be an example, you have to begin to take initiative to check yourself and watch yourself. You know, stupidity is free, but it still costs. Remember that, bless you. Stupidity is free, but it still costs you. Acting out of character, acting out of way, don't change a thing. Are you here? Our ordained purpose is to be an example of truth. Our ordained purpose is to be an example of righteousness instead of just being religious. Our ordained purpose is to be able to go in the Bible and give people the truth of what it says. In spite of people going through all this archaeological crap, in spite of people going through trying to change and misconstrue history, everybody wants to take credit for everything in history. Everybody wants to take credit. Everybody wants to give an explanation of their point to what their people own. Everybody wants to try to make something fit, and even when it don't fit, they try to give some outlandish explanation for why it don't fit, but yet try to make it fit so people can stay in the same frame and state of mind that they want to be in. But as we walk and as we come in here, let me clear something up first of all. When you come in here, if you first of all not coming in here for you, then you miss it. If you're not coming in here to grow, if you're not coming in to be better, if you're not coming in to make an impact, if you're not coming in here to be a positive force in your life and the life of others, you're missing it. Am I helping somebody here? We are a problem. We're a problem to the powers of darkness. We're a problem to spiritual wickedness in high places. We're a problem to untruths and misconceptions. We're a problem to myths, which that's why we're a problem to organized religion, because most organized religion is a mixture of myth mixed in with control, mixed in with man's ideology, which man has to use his ideology to try to make himself credible. As much as it pains me to say, most of what we believe we've been taught and most of what we've been programmed for is man. It got nothing to do with God. God said not one word in that Bible. Not one. This is man's intelligence, this is man's intuition, and man say so. This is man's capability and intelligence of storytelling. Man's way of showing you that you can put something together. I know they say this existed, that existed, this was here, that was there, but there are a lot of things that they don't have any explanation for, so they make up. There are a lot of things that they don't understand, so they give their own kind of remedy or their own version. There are a lot of things that they discover that they manipulated and twisted it to fit who they wanted to fit. Give credit to who they wanted to give credit to. It's all jumbled up and mixed up, so our ordained purpose is to not get caught up in the bucket of iron of the whirlwind of being twisted and misconstrued, but yet to walk in truth and be solid and upright. You need to understand we are spiritual people. We're not the only spiritual people. That's another problem. Too many people walk around and act like it's just them. Too many people walk around acting like can't nobody do what they do and act like they ain't. We have to be a unique place where there are some things that ain't nobody around here can duplicate no copy. We got some trying, but it ain't working. We are a genuine article. We are who we are. We're not chosen for this. We're just part of them. No. You have things that you do in life, right?
Right. Mm-hmm. Yes.
You choose from a menu in a restaurant, right?
Yes.
The rest of the food don't care if you didn't pick it.
Yeah.
When you put that in context with people, people feel inferior, people feel mad, people feel slighted, people feel, as they say, some type of awakening. They say, well, many are called, few are chosen, and they never explain chosen for what. And most of them say they were called or working a job. A religious business is a job. Even the Bible calls it a vocation. A vocation is a job. It says, walk worthy of the vocation by which you call. See, the reason why I can go in the Bible is because you're going to have to be able to use the Bible. Because if you don't, there's some people that have gone to school and they're trying to make you look like idiot, make you look stupid if you don't know how to go in that Bible. Don't mean you're not right, don't mean you don't know what you're doing, but this is their way to preserve and protect their foolishness. I know some people get mad. I'm hearing a lot of talk with some people saying, you don't believe in Jesus. You ain't gonna know my life. I didn't say I don't believe in Jesus, because for me to say I don't believe in Jesus means I don't believe anything you said. There's more than one Jesus. There's more than one story about Jesus. There's more than one version of Jesus. So you can't tell me the same yesterday, today, and forevermore, because you can go one place and see him with dread smoking a blunt. Right. Right. You can go another place and go in a suit. Another place, you have nothing. That's right. You know where you're going, who you're in front of. But they talk about the same one. You align the two names in you because the ancient Ethiopians Don't even talk about Jesus in the context of being a person. According to them, Jesus is whatever you want him to be: faith, trust, strength, power, weakness. And I said that only ones make sense. And they happen to be the only ones where they can't mess up their life and can't colonize them and change their tradition because they can't hardly interpret their ancient language. Some things we need to learn how to leave alone and not go through no changes trying to figure it out and dissect it, because some things are here with the purpose of showing man he don't know everything. Did you hear what I said? Some things are here to show man we don't know everything. Being spiritual does not make you some superhero with a cape flying around. There's some things I know how to do that people don't know how to do because they know they next to them. No. Some of them don't know how to do it. I'm glad I know. Because I'll be running around here somewhere probably trying to control it and manipulate it. If the power operated the way they told you, and the way they teach, and the way they put it in people's head, then this world would not be in the state, no shape that it's in. Then some changes would be immediate. You mean to tell me you want to pray for somebody to get a call, but you can't pray for them to get out of the hospital? According to the Bible, they shall lay hands on the sick and they shall recover. All on their purposes to let people know that that's what it says. But that's not what it does. Well, I have a testimony, sure. We do. We have a lot of testimonies. It's called miracle because it don't happen everything. It's called miraculous because it's not easy to obtain. We have to walk solid in who we are and cut out this big picket bullseye that we do with this individuality that causes a bunch of crap more than cause progress. Your creativity will be your downfall. You don't know how to be creative to help somebody in their life. That's right. You have to begin to stop being stagnated and stop standing in place all the time and acting up. We are not here for that. We are here to be a dominant force, which means you're going to be slighted and hated and looked at funny sometimes. Sometimes you're going to feel alone, you're going to feel sheltered. But the bottom line is we are here for a reason, and there are others that are going to be on the way here, and there are others that we're going to come in contact with that are going to receive and going to be blessed by it. But when you are out of the way, don't think you're going to call something to line up, because if you ain't lined up, you're going to knock a lot of stuff out of the way. Yes. That's why you got to be focused and you got to be determined. Sir. A lot of stuff going on in our life, but at the time that you need to be positive on behalf of somebody else, you're going to have to learn how to lock in and suck it up and be positive. Right. We're not here to fit in with everybody. Right. We're not here to make everybody accept us. We're not here to get mad because the church world, or the church, or the religious world, or church movements, and all that. We're not here to try to combat that with this proven nor discredited. We come from a long ancestral line of power and spirituality. It started in the beginning a long time ago. The first observatory came from our people in the Nile Valley. We have a lot first. And by the way, they just found out a few years ago that some of those churches, you know why they couldn't find them? Because they're underground, carved in stone. Underground. So now they're trying to manipulate and figure out how they can give it a credit to their people. But it's not in their people land. Yeah. Here's the funny part. Some of their people help because they befriended people, but they flipped on them. Some of those churches are underground and carved in stone. Uniquely carved in stone. And what they call the Star of David, that's not the Star of David. That's what they call it. They coined it to be. Originally, it had nothing to do with no David. Absolutely not. It's not satanic either. It has something to do with the universe and the universal pull and gravitational dimensional division of the universe. You never heard anybody talk like that? Why? Because they don't know that's what it means. They talk me well. You need to understand where you are and why you're here. You go through emotions because, let me tell you something. Your emotions and your spirituality clash. That's why you feel out of whack and you can't find nothing to straighten it out. I just help somebody. The best thing for you to do when you like that is sit down and take a moment and collect yourself. And if you get tired in this outfit, you can go outside and sit and take a moment and breathe. You need to understand breathing is part of what makes you powerful.
Yes.
I'm not saying this on camera, they didn't even know this. Breathing is part of what makes you powerful. There's a correct way to breathe. That's why everybody can't meditate properly. Because everybody's not going to breathe properly. Are y'all here? Stress causes improper breathing. Distress causes improper breathing. Being frantic causes improper breathing. Being heavy and high-minded causes improper breathing. Anxiety causes improper breathing. Anything that causes improper breathing will throw you off and throw you out of the way. You have to be a calculated and direct vessel. And that's what makes it flow. That's what makes it happen. That's why something happens through other vessels and not through some of the other ones that wanted to happen through them because they're not correct. Come on. The universe does not work the way they taught you. I don't care what get mad, I don't care how much you know. I respect you for your education. I respect you for what you know how to do, and I can learn from you and benefit from you, but you're not going to discredit the truth. Yes. Your capacity to learn is connected to your brain. Come on. Are you learning who you are? You didn't come from the sky, you didn't come from dirt, you came from the moon. Women need to be more respected and honored for the magnificent vessel and creation that they are. There's no man walking on this planet that did not come from a womb. There's no woman walking on this planet that did not come from a womb. If you talk about AI and artificial intelligence, that's not a human being, so sit down somewhere. Your spirituality is the reason why you are who you are. Your creativity comes from the womb, not from the dust of the ground. Your personality comes from the influence of your environment and others and things that are in it. A personality, they call it a personality, but it's not 100% a person. Come on. Because when you get a group of people in a social group, they start acting like one another, which means their personality changed. Yes. Talking nobody. You're going to have to give credit where credit is due. Your mother and father are the reason why you're here. Your mother, God is not an instigator. God, the Most High God, is not a liar. The Most High God is not a bully. The Most High God is more an observer than a doer. If I made something to do something, why am I instigating and trying to do it? Yeah. Science is here. Yes. So the Most High don't have to instigate and try to be scientific. Right. The Most High has all power to surround you that you have no explanation for. Right. What man does is dig until he comes up with some credit explanation that sounds right to him. Don't walk around here trying to sound right, be right. Let me say that again. Don't walk around here trying to sound like be right, and be real and be true and be yourself. You need to understand, you can't work out intention if you don't admit you have it. You can't work out a problem if you don't admit you have a problem. The more disingenuous you are, the more fake you are, the harder it's going to be for you to cope. Until you find some folks fake as you, they hang around. What you say? Somebody else. One of the greatest examples of how people change and how their personality is influenced is social groups. Fraternities and sororities, by the way. It is a challenge. It's a determination. It is a challenge to see how much you change or how much it changed you or how much you're going to remain yourself. Because most of the people I was around after they pledge, they change. After they pledge, you can have a guy walk around on campus and nobody won't even hold his hand. Get them letters on his chest and pop it Tucci all over the place, all over the campus. Because he got letters on his chest now. Now he walk around acting like Captain Caveman. Used to be a wimp and secluded and hard and tall. And messing around and playing, he got letters on the chest. Now he all that. I saw some sisters that walk around looking like Henrietta Hippie. But after they got them letters on their chest, oh my God. Their personality changed. This is not to change your personality. This is for you to walk in your true self and embrace your spirituality and learn what not to let come in and change your personality or alter your personality or influence your personality. You cannot walk around not knowing who you are. This ain't right tonight. Ain't right, nobody. Nobody should tell me to clap my hands. Song said, you know. I guess we all are happy because don't nobody break out, clap their hands much. Nobody shall tell me. Nobody shall inspire me and encourage me to love me and want me. People that need extra help, but they're not weird, they're not strange, they're not outcasts. They need extra help. Who are we? We are a problem. That's right. But we're a good problem. We're a solid, determined problem. Who are we? We're a spiritual force. You don't have to try to be spiritual. Your spirituality and the power of it don't come in a can. Don't come in a glass. It don't come in a jug. It don't come in a box. It's in you. You're gonna have to learn how to communicate with you. Matter of fact, yeah, she in there. Mr. Young, come with me. Let me tell y'all something. We gotta know who we are. We're gonna get together and do some collective things in here that's gonna change you. I remember one day I had 3 of them stand up here and I moved them. And when they came out, they said, like, you went somewhere. Then nobody said, wow, oh man. It was strange because it's part of who we are. When you come in contact and unite with part of who you are, it's unfamiliar, but it's not far-fetched because it's part of you. Why you calling this? Because I know who I'm calling to. Now, I ain't got nothing in my hand, nothing up my sleeve. This is probably one of the people in here that do more meditating than most. Get the meditation, every chance you can. That's right, brother. Now, get in meditation and do it effectively. But do you know who this is? That's all right. We're gonna break down and find out who we are as we go along because we have a purpose. Don't forget that you have talents and skills and capabilities that ain't supposed to be tainted and tarnished and manipulated. That's right. You come in contact with them, but you don't have to let them become a part of who you are. I've been in contact with them for years. Ain't changed me yet. I ain't no crook. But I ain't no joke. It's time for you to maximize your skill. Don't let your plan negate your skills. Don't let your plan hinder your capabilities. Let your plan be part of enhancing, strengthening, broadening your horizons. Don't let it be a hindrance. I'm talking to somebody. Everybody in here ought to have deep pockets. Why? Because everybody, they got deep pockets, and I'll be up to everybody else. But we got to get there. And we got to get there now. Somebody watching this?
Yes, sir.
In call, but we are some spiritual people. See, I ain't got to tell them to lift their hands. Don't lift their hands. Watch this. She meditate right there. I know how to meditate on walking. Don't ask me how it happened, they talk. Learn how to meditate while I'm standing in front of you talking to you. You're not even trying to walk through walls. But if it happens, don't act like now you're gonna go jump down a volcano while it's getting ready to erupt. Use wisdom. Use wisdom. We are some very capable, skilled people, but you spend too much time on guilt as honor. Guilt as honor means you spend too time secluded to the point where you separate yourself at the time you need to be getting ready. One of the most dangerous things you can do is be all out of way and spend a lot of time by yourself. That's not going to fix anything. When the Lord told the Lord to me, I got something for all of them tonight. The Lord, I'm telling you which one to talk to. I got a hint for you. It's in the middle. Oh, thank you. I was going to leave it down there. You know what? I'm not that making this. Yeah, I'm still a lot of things. And it has changed. But it's getting changed again. I'm never. The next time you see that woman, you try to come into the meditation. Huh? The next time you see it. See, she tried to pull her stuff while we was in Africa. But the next time she tried, be late. Hey, it'd be late. See, we can cause elevation and enhancement of one another when we flow together, when we flow right. Now I got my hand on the head, I'll tell you why. She didn't have the perfect day today. Oh, huh? She didn't have what they call, they have a well-balanced meal. But sometimes we don't have a well-balanced day. It ain't always our fault, just things go on. But I'll share something about it. It's on camera. It's on tape. And you need to know that on the inside of you during the month of October, you're not the only one. A rhythm inside of you, it changes. I don't know. Wait a minute, I might be talking about real camera, right?
Yes, sir.
That makes sense to you?
In October, I did feel halfway.
Of course, because the rhythm is changing. You know how something going in one direction real fast, you just stop and it change direction. It's kind of like that. And the reason why it changed is because October, November, December, it's the last, it's the end of the year. Let's bring it up to real. Did you not notice that a resurgence happens on January again? Huh? I believe some people call somebody that do all this stuff, they go, it look like they're changing when October comes, we can call it festive. They trying to act like they change with the season. They got to do with the season. They got to do with the season. It got something to do with you need to understand. We age on the calendar, but you age actually by the day. Did y'all hear what I said? If you didn't age by the day, then why do they tag the baby with how many days? Oh, this baby is 2 weeks and 3 days on it. Why do you pay attention to the days? The days are important. I tell you, when you come out of the womb, they say you've been in there 9 months. So 3 months later, that's a year. That's a year. I think I'm counting right. The meditation hasn't changed because you're changing. See, you're changing. You're gonna have to catch on to why you're changing. You're changing because there's going to be a broader scope of people you come in contact with. Now, you'd rather not have this happen, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen anyway because we can't hide. I wish I was talking. It's about stick out like a sore thumb. We ain't gonna slow thumb, but we gonna stick out. Huh? See, what I'm doing now is how they say, you know, how you had a pot, you have to bring it down to a low boil. Yeah. Now, let me show you how we work together to bring this down to a low boil. Play some song, please. Help out with this new time. And you know, help out, Mr. Jordan. Song. Show you how this works. And you just put on camera, people can try to imitate this, but if you ain't the people, and you know what, fight it. I want everybody to stand up and put your hands this way. Y'all put some, I'm with it. Do it the wrong way, come on. Any drums, any guitar, let's do it. Still the same with the guitar. When they play, those are main 3 to me. The ancestors do not know. It's called feeling. That's all right. We're gonna check. We're gonna check in a minute. You're gonna find the right present. Everybody put your hands this way. See, this is how we help. Okay, what you feeling? It's how we help. See, your spirit on the inside cry all day, but it don't cry tears. You don't understand, you are systematically and physically intertwined with the atmosphere and with, and everything's not going well, and everything's not going peachy in this world. And here. So those of you who walk around feeling like you crying, you are. So inside, you're so spiritual people. They want to do this for a little while now, that's what you get to do. I need somebody to make like you with the Jacksons and play Tito and break some tissue from them. You need to understand that you're a spiritual person, and the key to your balance is your breathing and you being in touch with your spirituality without being ashamed, without being nervous, without being. Because physically, your body is going to go through a lot of rhythmic changes. It's going to go through a lot of changes because of health. But because of us being spiritual, see, they use spirituality for a whole lot of other crazy, stupid stuff. Listen, people here with an ordained person walk right in it, walk up right in it, walk straight in it, walk. I ain't got time to play no games. I ain't got time. I don't care what nobody think. I don't care what nobody say about us. We are different for a reason, and I'm glad that people don't come around us. That clears us to be able to help people. Everybody in the room, while you're pointing, I want you to understand something. I need you, while you're pointing, I need you to understand something. If you just wiggle your fingers in this direction, what happens, it ain't weird, it ain't strange, it ain't about going no person else on you. I just want you to wiggle your fingers because some of you are going to connect with them. See, while you're running around fooling people and taking people money and having these fake services, these fake healing services, and playing with people and going around lollygagging and telling them this fable and this myth and this stuff that ain't right, that ain't true. It's time to be real. Nobody at this time out, people going home feeling the same way when they came in. Everybody talking about, I'm blessed and highly favored. It's time to be right. It's time to be real. How many people did I lose?
One.
You start doing real stuff, you lose people, they leave you. We are some spiritual, powerful people from the beginning. It's nothing to do with color. It got to do with some of the stuff that we fight for. The reason why the world is where it is because the Most High is not in any of the stuff that man do. And the things that we're supposed to change, we're finding ourselves powerless. Why? Because we done got caught up in a bunch of nonsense and we done forgot who we are. You got to know who you are. Stop adding stuff to yourself. It's going to make you something that you're supposed to be. Hey, stop fighting with change for the real and for the devil. Because if you keep fighting change, something else is going to come in your life to make you go in a direction you ain't got to be going. Going to make you make some head come around and sit in the listeners. Going to make you go away from brothers listening to people to about something else waiting on. Hey! By the power of the Most High and the joy of the Holy Ghost, which is the collective powerful force of all things. I'm thankful for what's happening right now, because this is real. We got to talk all that fake stuff, all that emotionalism, all the psychological games. Sound like real. Power is not to be manipulated, but it's dangerous. I don't have to tell anything. I don't have to make no suggestions. I don't have to declare anything. I don't have to decree anything. Our power, our frequency, our vibration to walk one another is real. It's real. Show you how real this is. There's somebody. You got your hand. You're being pulled to this front. Come to the front. That's it. It's a it's real. It's real. Why was she pulled in front? Because she feeling the same way. We got no time to play no games. It's time to be effective. It's time to be powerful like you're supposed to be. Instead of trying to look a truth and can't help nobody to see. Let's be real. Let's be the right way. Let's not make it seem like we're the will of God. Stop telling that now. We already here. Why does God need to manipulate anything? The most God has to manipulate nothing. We're here. We're the ones living this. We're the ones walking this. We're the ones experiencing this. Stop lying and blaming stuff on God, on the Lord, on Jesus, on Buddha, and on Krishna, and on Allah. Quit blaming. Quit playing. The Shinto and the Tao. I keep going. Those of you who not pulled and drawn on here, guess what? You're the stability, you're the maintaining, you're the strength. This thing working together. Why we playing music? Because let me tell you something about music. The rhythmic flow that's coming forth from the musicians is instrumental and very helpful because if they play it in the right key, play the right notes, the right things for them, impurities, atoms, preservatives, stuff to try to get in, stuff to try to get the stuff to try to make it best things, it can't. Music serves many purposes. Right now, it's serving as a vacuum. Oh, see, I can work on it right now. For the work being done. I ain't got to do it. Pledge freedom. It's real right there. Some people are going to travel for miles to come to this place. But this is a place where ain't no foolishness, ain't no games, ain't no nonsense. Some of you not feeling other part of your body, but you know that your hands stretch. We don't apply ourselves and get into the service for nothing. Too many people sit these deals, sit these services, and all they do is blame them and use them and keep them at standstill and keep them going on precious empty promise. That's not how it's supposed to be. It's a real, there are pains, there are aches, there are irregularities in this building. We got to talk about the secret Psalm 90, traveling all over the country, ripping people off, and calling the names every night. I hide well, but I ain't hiding no more. The flow is real. The motion is real. You're real. Why rely upon something that folk may know? You can't consecrate a concept. Y'all can hear what I say. We're going to be standing. Now, it's all I'm going to say. I know some people they say, oh, this is boring. Oh, look, we got to be entertained. We're here to be institute. We're here to put strong, we help other people. This place at 400 Bench Road, Jordan, South Carolina, is become a focal point of who's coming to get you. From now on, that's what we're doing. Trying to help people. I ain't got nothing against your religion, I ain't got nothing against your belief. Now, if you know about your foolishness and you run into us, you're going to have a problem because we are spiritually equipped to keep going. That's right. All that stuff we fabricate, we walk in it. I'm bragging, I'm saying facts. This is how we help each other. This is how we strengthen each other. This is how we push. And at the same time, we end up giving up for ourselves. Music can be used as a manipulator. Music can be used as a distraction, as an exception, but it also can be used as power, as peace, as strength, as joy, as exuberance, as vitality, as resurgence, as replacement, as regeneration. It can be used for those things. What happens to man into religion and manipulate and calculate and outsmart and listen to a whole lot of people. I ain't the problem, I'm the solution. That means so are you. You're not the problem, you're the solution. Some things are gonna come and try to go topsy-turvy in your life. Why? Throw you out of whack so you won't be offended. Recognize this. Some of y'all suck in information like a sponge. It's time for you to put it in the right order and use it. It's not our job to explain to people why we have faith. It's not our job to explain to people why stuff working for our good. It's not our job to explain to people why stuff is happening for us. They're not job to explain. The other thing, you walk around trying to make people feel that they ain't special. Everybody's being qualified to be special. Oh, yeah, sure. I was getting ready to ask the same question. Doesn't tell who's on. Know who you are. You're a powerful vessel, positive vessel. You're a resilient vessel. Because if you wasn't resilient, stuff we came to knock you down and kept you down a long time ago. I told you the biggest battle you have to win is the one with yourself. You win the battle with yourself, you have a whole lot of other things in your life. But we're able to put it together and go together as a force. Then we become touchable but unstoppable. From the beginning, I told you, the universe is spiritual from the beginning. It ain't a trick, it ain't a ploy. Like I said, it ain't got nothing to do with color, it got something to do with truth. They always talk about line upon line, precept upon precept, but when you go word for word, then they get mad. When you go word for word, they want to make excuses. Why? They want to keep people captive, keep people as captives in their little stuff. Well, it's time to free people now. It's time to free people. It's time for people to understand why they invalid, why they do what they do. It's time for the foolish explanations to be countered with truth. Your truth on 2 feet, walk in it. You're not a mistake. Your truth on 2 feet. You have a great, great ordained. You're what a lot of people don't see, and a lot of people don't always want. Help. You notice that they always talk about the Alpha and the Omega. Well, that's Greek. That's Greek. Alpha is the first in the Greek alphabet, and Omega is the last. That's Greek. But they claim you ain't supposed to use it, but they're using it. They're using it. Alpha is first. Omega is the last. Sigma is the summation of all things. All of those symbols mean something. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, even theta, on the count, lambda, side, crowd, time, sigma, top, epsilon, phi, chi, psi, omega. All those symbols mean something. They don't like symbolism because symbolism has truth. Can't help fake something without truth. Lies come from truth. We're not a fabrication. We're the real deal. We're the genuine all. Just because you have some things come in your life, it don't mean it kicks you out and throws you away from who you are. You're uniquely qualified to walk in who we are. We may not fill up the car all the time. Everything may not go 100% the way we want it to go all the time. That does not change who you are. I want to just help anybody. You are offspring from mother and father that was put here to be powerful, prominent and honorable. You were put here to accomplish things. You come from a womb. You don't come from the sky. You don't come from the ground. You don't come from the air. You come from the womb. Last time I checked, the woman has a womb. But the will of God, if the will of God is the way you say it applies to animals, critters, and everything else. Because they have a life cycle as well as us. Some things will stop putting them in the wrong kind of perspective and just tell the truth. When we have rough days, hard days, we come in here. We have the ability and capability to be able to lead with our head held high and feeling 100% better than we did when we came through the door. There's some places we start crying like some really late man. Somebody's spirit is moving. No, you're already spiritual. You don't need a spirit to move. You are spiritual. Sometimes the spiritual you unites with all the stuff that happened in your whole day, and it finally puts you in a position to be able to do what you want to do in the out. That pull that you feel when you say something, pull me to the front. Answer it. So what's been happening is folks take advantage of you, manipulate you, and they try to take a moment to make themselves shine, and make them feel like they're so powerful and so dominant, and they come up with all this idiotic stuff. The pull to the front is for you and help, not for somebody to make you a spectacle. Well, I'm saying now probably gonna get me in trouble. That's all right. I'd rather be real and be true than be all this other stuff they got going on. But you don't know my testimony. Our testimonies are supposed to be. I ain't against your testimony. But you don't, this what I think. I'm glad you believe. That's fine. Now what do you know? After you tell me what you believe, I need to know what you know. Do you know who you are? They used to tell somebody, you are somebody. Well, that's fantastic. And that's great to know. The real you always cry out for you to be better. The real you always cry out for you to be stronger. The real you always cry out for things to go better in your life. Always. And ain't no fictitious divine being hovering over your head. The Most High is not a being. Yeah. Love and hate, they can't know it. I don't need letters to justify the spirit. How you gonna justify the spirit with letters if the letter kills the spirit? And how you gonna have the audacity to say something so dumb as letter can kill the spirit? So then you retarded because you telling me that the spirit inspired something to be written that can kill it. According to you, the spirit gave inspiration for the love. So the spirit gave inspiration for something that exists that can kill it. Hello? Make it make sense. Time for people to get healed for real. Time for people to get strength for real. I ain't got nothing against what people feel, what they think, what they saw. I ain't got nothing against all that, but it's real. If it's real and authentic, good, hallelujah. If it ain't, problem. That's how we come together and help one another. Notice, did nobody fake and say, I'm being pulled with that. See, that's how they do it in some big places. That's I'm being real in here. Everybody in here, this is our opportunity to be ministered to and poured into right now. But what about is it? I told you, don't play for this. Their life is enhanced and helped by what they put out. So the most inspirational and powerful songs came from musicians when stuff happened in their life. Kids and boys, Stevie Wonder was magnificent. Stevie Wonder wrote the song Superstition. Leave the thing and don't understand and suffer. That's all it is. We're in here tonight in this consecrated convention community to know who you are. You're part of a force, part of a consecrated community. We just need to flow and operate like it. It's more than just a feeling. It's more than just a concept. It's more than just a culture. More and more each day, I see where they still trying to have fabrication on top of fabrication, explanation, false explanation on top of false explanation. It ain't that serious. Ain't that serious. When you adapt, you got one all that. When it comes, when you adapt. Mm, mm, mm. It's a good thing. One thing I want everybody to remember is when you go out, you interact day to day, one of the most important things you need to do is make sure that you check yourself before you go out the door. Because you can't predict what you're going to run into. But what do I mean by check yourself before you go out the door? Check what state of mind you're in before you go out. Check your balance, check your vibration, check your frequency. Just like people give me more than breakfast. Check yourself, check your wellness. Because you don't know what you're gonna run into, you don't know who you're gonna run into. People say, well, I said, don't tell because don't tell these beats. That's why we say it. That's why we say it ain't something magical. Don't tell me this means beats. Ain't no code. See no whole food. That means we have no fear. So thankful, so grateful. God don't know product of purpose. Hey, creation of cosmos. Oh, let's bless the most. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Can't put price on what is happening here right now. Can't put price on. Did that bless everybody? We're forced to have to all come together like that. And then all other stuff, listen. We have a lot that we face and a lot that we deal with outside these four walls. But we have to hold it together so that we can stay equipped and effective. All when somebody hits you in the middle of the day, call your brother and your sister, call over. I'm texting, call. Or what they don't answer, call. Sometimes they need to see you come. Hello? You don't know what's going on at that moment. But help listen to my voice, man. I know a lot of people need to text it. I understand the technology. But when it says call, a call and a text ain't the same thing. I was led to call, that's why I sent you that text. That's not a call. That's a text message. It's not a call. If you're led to call, then what you follow what you're led to call, because that's not a call. But it's the same thing. No, it's not. No, it's not. I want to thank the Most High for the Father, like for our musicians tonight. Appreciate them. Tell y'all something. I say it all the time. We did it. And I wasn't playing football about that. I'm walking and doing the hardest thing I've had to do in my life. I mean, in my life. I feel no way. Do we have any comments from the house tonight? Any comments from the live? Any questions? Any comments that are off of the live? We got one we all. Anybody got anything? Even on the live, anybody?
I just want to say I do feel a lot better. I am grateful. Because at one point in time, I wanted to cry today. Then I was like, I don't have time to cry. So I just kept right on going. Then I got frustrated, went outside a couple times. Then I want to cry again. I said, I ain't got time. So I came on back in the house, but I am grateful. I feel a lot better.
Why? We don't need it. Huh? Anybody else?
Why do we cry on the inside? Like, have they?
So now, here we go. Did you just say why?
Oh, we cry for other people.
No. I listen, I'll take you back because you weren't here. We cry spiritually, we cry all the time on the inside because of how things are. Because things are not the way they should have been. What we did, when I say we, I mean man. What man did was turn away and went on his own course and threw everything out of life. And now it appears that it won't ever be fixed. And I don't say that in a bad way. That means it's not going to be fixed, but that does not mean that everything will be destroyed. I don't know who came up with that concept. I don't know who came up with that dumb concept that all this was made just for it all to be destroyed. We cry all the time on the inside, spiritually, because things are not. You see, the wind doesn't cry. Huh? Watch this. The sky doesn't cry. Huh? The ground doesn't cry. When you want tears from the atmosphere, it have to come from the clouds. And we call it rain. Those things we won't get is the rain that comes from the clouds. But we are crying on the side. Some things that happen, we have this crying on the inside to take place because there's some things we want to do so much about. But because of how it is, we know at that point, at that moment, there's nothing we can do. We have such a sweet inner disposition. Because we're spiritual, we say, that's crazy. Oh, yeah, put it together here. Good, bring it in here. I could have been around for centuries and not be as smart as the apostle. We're smart. And I appreciate them teaching. And I'm trying to teach others. That's why we do that. That's what happens. Sometimes you have a moment during the day, but that's how you that's how you feel. And I'm just going to ask this, we still got people. We still got people with us.
Yes, we do.
Love y'all. Thank y'all.
Yes.
Has anybody ever had a moment where you felt a certain way and you found out later something happened in your neighborhood? There you go. Totally spiritual. We spiritual people. They just so busy trying to manipulate and throw stuff all over the place to where we can't get along with we don't know about. Unfortunately, people look at us funny in this area because people that know us put out rumors and lies about us and have people look at us strange. People call us what we're not because the people that are associated with us have been around us. Don't make no mistake about it. Don't no stranger come up with a notion about you and they end up looking around and you're not talking to them. It's folk that you've been around. Folk, you see someone smiling in your face, I'm out good to see you. I'm waiting to run into something. Not to be mean to be nasty, but to show them I'm the good fake people. I just tell you the truth, keep going. They said, good to see you. No, like, you can't tell me that I just did. The pastor don't lie. The pastor. They don't lie. We gotta be about truth. Listen, everything ain't gonna make you smile. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. But good. That's why. That's why. When you're all emotional, that's the time if you pay attention to it. When you're all emotional, that's the time the spiritual. You have to pull on the inside to get back together. But I told you breathing is important. Breathing is essential. And people say, ain't no right wrong with it. Yes, it is. What's that? They say sleep apnea. They have that machine. They say the person stops breathing while they sleep. And they do sleep studies. Sometimes they tell them, they say, you stop breathing 5 times while you sleep. And they say, well, what happened was when you stop breathing, God started you back breathing. No, it's a condition. It's a condition. The problem with it is they don't want you to stop breathing, period. They don't want it to come to when you stop breathing, you don't stop back. That's why they study and research to try to help people to do the monitoring. But I got a question. I'm not trying to negate medical because I worked in the hospital. I got the machine. If it stops in the middle of the night, my breathing, what can they do? What can they do? They ain't there. The machine just reads until the light stop reading. What done the last time? What can they do? Hmm? That's why it's research. That's why it's an addition. That's why they use that to read the machine. And they tell you how many times you stop. But what if that's your last time? What can they do? They you talk crazy. No, I'm just saying. We gotta stop blowing stuff out of proportion. Do you not know they can have you so nervous that you have a bunch of anxiety attacks in your sleep and that be causing your last time? Because instead of them helping you, they blow it out of proportion to make it seem so light. They need to learn how to explain it with compassion as if it was being done to them personally. The Hippocratic oath didn't come from who's saying it came from. Don't fool yourself. You are history. You are tradition. You are culture. You are spirituality. You are proof of the Most High. And if your mother and father is gone on like mine, you are the proof that they were here. You are the proof that they accomplished something. You can't say that your mother and father never accomplished anything because that's saying that you're not. Anybody have anything to say that's on the line?
Mr. Boy said you were right about that, and you said they can't do a thing. It's coming as you was talking.
So it's all in study and research and monitoring. But at the time that it happens, that's the last time. That's not really. They take what time you stop because it's on mission. It really. So what I'm saying is, take some credit for being positive and productive. All the efforts that you put forth to be healthier, to be stronger, don't let nobody talk you out of it. Don't let nobody talk down to you about it. Don't let nobody criticize you to the point where you throw up your hands and say, I'm just forgiving. I found out today that all that dancing I was doing. Oh, y'all know dancing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was a dancer. I was a choreographer. I was a group choreographer. I did break dance. I did street dance. I was a dancer. Country line dancer. Creative dancer. I found out that all that dancing is one of the reasons why I can move around now. So I played Lucifer because they said that it's healthy. How about that? They said it's healthy and it helps maintain an internal balance in your body. I said, well, now, no. Isn't it funny that you were taught that it's wrong to dance when they want you to break out of the lanes? Make up your mind. Make up your mind. Listen, nobody got no comment, no question. Oh my goodness. Wow. Nobody want to ask anything.
Yeah, what is the best effective way to know and learn yourself?
Did y'all hear that?
Yes.
She said, what is the best and most effective way to learn yourself? Now, this is going to be funny. Learn how to live with you. Hmm? Not be comfortable with you, live with you. You know what I mean by that? Huh? There you go. Learn how to live with you that way. That way, you won't get sucked in by ancestry.com. Learn how to live with you, because once you learn how to live with you, then when you venture out to reach out to find out who your relatives were and where they come from, stuff, it's a flow to it that when they stop, because that's Century.com, when they stop, you didn't keep going. Because there's some people that unfortunately fall into the wrong hands when it comes to that stuff. Because when they can't find nothing, you get no money back, they'll pick up something. So I commend those that they find something for them that's real and true, and that's awesome. And they need to be thankful that they didn't fall into the hands of someone who had to make it up, because I know of some that they really did find something incredible for them, but there's some that they did not. Like that brother sent that blood in from the lizard. They told him all this stuff, all this family took blood and said it was from the lizard. So I'm thankful for those that went to finding something for them. It's real, because that's not how it happens all the time. Trust me, once they get the money, they ain't trying to get it back. So if you find something real, example, you find out facts about your family and your people, awesome, awesome, awesome. I told somebody today there was a plantation. Used to be a plantation there, and they didn't believe it. But they went and sold it to God and found it was true. So I'm thankful tonight. Nobody's saying nothing, nobody's commenting, nobody from the house. Thank you for your question. Learn how to live with you. And what I mean by live with you, learn you. Learn you. So nobody can try to be an expert on you. Learn you. So if somebody said, you this, you that, you have to say, that's not me. That's not me. You gotta just, that's not me. Last call, as they say, comments, questions, observations, anything from live. Don't miss this channel. We're gonna have some great teaching on this channel. We're gonna have some great ministry. We're gonna have great services. We're gonna have some programs on here. We have people come in and share facts and truth. This channel is the place. Let people know to go ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel, because it's unique. It's gonna be all about truth. All about truth. Yes.
Yeah.
She wants you to ask it. Well, that's not her answer. Huh? That's a good question, and we are going to show and help everybody meditate properly, because I'm telling you, that's a good thing. Good thing you ask, because there is a wrong way to do it. And more happens than you think when you meditate. More happens than you think. And whatever you open in your meditation, it'll be there till you have it. Trust me, it's true. Good question, and we are going to help with that here. So your question is not crazy. It's a good one.
Sister Sheila says she said, I am so thankful that I am learning.
Who that?
Sister Sheila.
Oh, I know she probably go late. Oh man, I have to make people smile. It's, everything is so joyous all the time now. They found out today, they didn't always look at it. They found out that today. They found out that turned into Snap Crackle Pop. Y'all pray. A lot of people get kind of upset. Pray for them to have some peace. You know what? Let me change that. If you encounter them, help them have some peace. Because we pray for them to have peace, they ain't saying about you. Come on. Some of the things they told us to pray, listen to me. Listen to me. No comments, nothing. What?
But I thank God for my being here tonight.
I'm thankful to see you too. So, thank
I thank God for you. You basically, oh, for that. I told you that yesterday in the house. I said, oh, we still got it. But as I sit here and listen to you, it's as if my heart get a little heavy because you takes me back to when my father was living. And yes, yes,
I guess that's been reminding of your mother.
yes. Well, my mother was right there helping me. Yeah.
I'm just saying, I'm glad I'm reminded of you.
When you be up there talking and sitting tonight, I can see him as he began to plant the rows in the field and the different sermons that he would come up with. And you go a lot like him, and it just touches my heart. And I can say that I'm in the right place because when I was working on my first job and getting ready to retire, and God showed me you and your family, and I didn't know where y'all were, never heard of you. But he said, retire and go. And I'm glad I obeyed. And I retired and I came. Took me a minute to get here while I was here, but I'm here. Yeah.
Y'all like I laugh with this.
And then the one was scared of you, just the one that showed me where the church was.
Leave my alone.
Ah, she went in there and got her blessing, come out, ain't seen them no more.
This what that's what's going on last night.
See her, come on, I'm serious.
I hope she ain't watching.
I'm watching, I ain't scared.
I enjoy time like this because I appreciate it. Yes.
Question is, I know when we first came, we asked us, well, like I said, I wasn't here last night.
Yeah, you remember.
I'm not here in physical. But my body wasn't here, but you said that if we don't know who we are, you asked like what definition. So I'm assuming that the definition that we're coming up with being close to the Greek and Hebrew.
No, I was using
A definition like a regular. I mean, 'cause like that's a lot of time they look it up.
well, no, I wanted everybody to look up who so that we can embrace who we are by saying, okay, this is what who is. And then we know who we are. That's why I was saying some of the things I said tonight. So that this house will know who we are.
No, much I know about time that when we read definition of like this, that's of somebody reading definition of a different kind of, maybe you like people who are Greek, whatever.
Yes.
But my thing is, what made that so right when I feel like everybody helped come up with something
Yes.
to make it seem as though right. I mean, man, my question was like, okay, well, this your definition of it, okay, your definition of it. So if it's an adding, my thing is still, somebody had to come up with it. So
Yes.
they came up with it, what made that person feel that definition more right with another definition.
I'm glad you said that Hebrew, and I'm probably gonna get trouble for this. They use Hebrew because they don't want to say us. They don't want to say us. That's why they say Hebrew. Because if you look even in the Bible, the people that they call the Hebrew, they want to. They don't want to say us. They don't want to say Ethiopia. The correct terminology for our people is Ethiopia. We're Ethiopia. Ethiopia is not a country. It is a country, but Ethiopia is a people. A Greek people. Ethiopia is an alpha. Hey. That's why they get mad and say, I can't remember. I'm not saying that to be disrespectful. I'm giving them truth and fact. Even scientifically, they say it.
Yes.
And they get mad See, they use Hebrew because they don't want to say Ethiopian. They don't want to, it becomes so bad to go ahead and credit where it really came from. So you gotta say it in a way where it includes everything else. You know, it becomes so taboo. There's certain instances where they want to be concrete another group of people, but it becomes such, you know, it's kind of like the genuine army is always accosted, attacked, and persecuted by everything that comes after it. Why? Because everything that comes after it wants to beat it. See, everybody that get in line, envy who's first in line with the door locked. Look at her, she out there first. Ah, and you number 7 in line, Indian number 1 in line. And they let people in 20 at a time. See, when you first, that's the whole reason why stuff happens against our people living with first. And we're reminded, you ain't first. We're reminded, you ain't top. We were in North America long before any other kind of explorers came to North America. We were already here. We were riding on water and ships before they knew what a ship was. They were hanging out in the Caucasus Mountains while we were coming here to North America, exchanging spices and goods and putting things here that they covered up. They tried to lie and say, this is how this happened. They even changed the years. Power is dangerous. They've changed historical times, changed historical years, changed historical facts. Everything to try to be the top dog when you ain't nothing but a puppy from the day. It ain't such a bad thing that we were first. But everybody want to be top. Everybody. Unfortunately, it don't make sense. Because we're all in this together. Y'all watch it, I don't know nobody like you. There's a lot of things on it. And our thing, we're help on 2 feet. Power on 2 feet. Some of the things that will happen in your personal life, whether you know it or not, that's why you encounter who you encounter. That's right. You ever walk away from somebody and say, man, we talked a long time. They need it. They need it. It might took you away from something you had to do, but they need it. Oh, that's the will of God. No. That was the pull of the atmosphere and the universe. That was the pull. Some people say when a star falls, it means what? Most people tell you which. Most people say something good will happen till you see it. Well, let me share some other stuff. They said when a star falls, a witch gets died. That's one of the myths. Y'all didn't know that? Yeah, I don't even think about those. You ain't never heard that one. Hey. Okay.
Member got a question.
Okay, I know one is a big fat lie. They said when you see a star fall, you ain't get some money. I know that one's a big fat.
That's a lie.
That one is a lie. It's fair.
You right about that.
That one ain't true at all. Yes.
Martha asked, she said, why do the ancestors talk to some and not to others?
They talk to all of us. It's just not audible to everyone. It's not audible to everyone because some of us, oh man, that's a good one. That's a good one. Some of us, the ancestors, I told there's 2 groups of them, but people might even know. walk in without something free. But they communicate with everyone, both sides. That's why they got the concept of the devil sitting on one shoulder and the angel on the other. Oh, that's what they got. What happens is all of us don't hear it, but all of us are communicating back, all of us. Because even when some personal things happen in your life, yeah. Why do you think that a lot of medical breakthroughs happen with our people? Because that's where they came from. There's one condition of all that they had such a hard time with. What was that, doctor?
TB.
That's right. That's what took out a lot. And the funny thing about it, they came up with phlebotomy. But could not mess with you. Couldn't mess with you. Took out a whole. But how come the other stuff did? Oh, I'll tell you why. Because all that natural stuff they stole, they fabricated, and put in pharmaceutical products. And the doctor discouraged you from using because they'll lose patients. You lay hands on these natural things, you won't have to worry about laying hands on sick people.
Right.
Talk about the spirit. Talk about it.
Um,
Oh, hold up, doctor. Tell Amanda I said. Tell Amanda I said she can. You know, Amanda make counts. And people say, oh, that's spirits. That going off this, that going off that. Let me tell you something about that. How you ward off something that was already there? How you draw something that was already there? The composition of your candle and the fragrance of your candle and the manipulation of the flame by the atmosphere is what causes the changes around you with those candles. And I got proof. And she know because she made candles that you can make a candle with fragrance and scenting that cause people to be erotic. Anytime we manipulate the universe and the atmosphere, it's gonna cause changes. What's your question?
I'm saying that you asked about, you know, about why there's some fear. You know,
Mhm.
I know there's some both sides of each one, but also for see, some see and some don't.
Yes.
Now, I didn't really think it was kind of strange, but I just knew the person did it gone now, but one appeared, prayed, and one appeared, and we need to help them doing a job or something. And when the job open to the person on the way, you don't know what the person needs said, but then I always been nice here too because people like to the they didn't he had a speech impairment and they
Okay.
stuff like that. But he always say he like, do stuff. He was told he would hear how to do certain things, how when he was doing a job. He didn't have the knowledge because like I said, he couldn't read, he couldn't speak that well. So he was very, I mean, he incorporated a lot and he didn't have no blueprint, but he would hear how to do certain things. And then
Mhm.
one day I was out, one day and I saw him like, well, how do we do all that? And I heard his hands and I blessed. And so in things when he, build or whatever, he was able to do it. And then he was like I said again, he said that, his health was not home, he had a job and stuff, and he said, God, I need some help. And the person appears maybe that whole day, and then they know that they're gone. You don't know if they, just vanished. But, what we could, like, what we, our people say, whatever angel, I could never answer. You know, those
Absolutely.
that saw was ancestors.
That's why they call them angels, because they don't want to get credit. They call it angels, because they have a term. Listen, religious control is part of manifest destiny. It's part of dominance. It's part of superiority. So they have turned stuff into religious stuff, trying to make it mystical. And there always was a tree with the unknown. So instead of the ancestors, I can identify with that because when I started working in surgery, anybody familiar with stillbirth?
Yes.
Anybody familiar with equipment that they use in the OR?
Some of them.
Anybody familiar with OR procedure?
Yes.
All right, Doc. Is it possible for somebody to go in and function and flow and they went to school at all for them?
Not at all.
Well, for school right now. Huh?
You didn't go to school today.
Where they got me from in the hospital? Where I was at? I was in the living room. Them ancestors are magnificent. I just didn't know what it was, but they were telling me it was something else. And I remember this lady in Lawrence having health surgery. And she thought I was kidding. I told her I'm a man. You know what? Lady on Spring Street. I said, I'm gonna be there. She said, if you're gonna be there, we'll come to church. Guess what? I kept my hand. She did. They are really magnificent. And I had an incident that happened out there with the car, and it just brought tears to my eyes. Because I hadn't heard anything from my natural father since he left me. And I was out there fooling with the belts underneath the hood. I was messing around with stuff under the hood. And he talked. He said, Mr. Whiskey, you remember this. Everybody had to do this and that. And I told him, I said, I can't believe what you're saying. I said, I'm kind of messed up right now. She said, fine. I told her that. I hadn't heard a peep out of him since he left me. And I did it huge. But that shook me up. And I know it was him because he always called me Mr. Whiskey, even when I was a little. He tells my mother all the time, Chris, Mr. Whiskey, been here. And she said, God, you crazy. That boy been here before. I ain't going to tell about till later. But it was him. No doubt about it. What no angel? Then they say, if people become angels, how do you sleep and they become angels? Work that out. How do you sleep and you walk around the people living room? Come on. Make it make sense. I saw my mother. I bet you did. I remember sleep. No. Do y'all not understand in the beginning, centuries ago, you know what sleep meant? David. David. So it's a lot of stuff that I told you, it's twisted and all screwed up, you know, and a lot of it's designed to kill you for giving yourself credit. Listen to how some people talk. You go into the Bible, well, see if the Lord won't make them. Getting in no plane unless the Lord tells me in the plane. Well, the Lord ain't never been in no plane according to the story. They don't get mad at me. I'm going what the story says. Should have had no sense to speak something that fit all times. If it came from something divine, it should fit all times, don't you think? No. Ain't I a stinker?
Oh, Amanda got another question. She says she wanna know about, the writing that she see on people's back. I guess she wanna know what does it mean?
In meditation,
No, I guess when she, is sleeping or in visions.
oh, she see writings on people back in vision.
Yes,
Hold on, let me have it.
she's always been able to see writings on walls and stuff in her visions.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she see writings on walls and
Oh,
ever since she was little.
so y'all people trick back.
I would be at work and write it and in the lab at work. And
What?
it just go to writing and yeah. But after I retired and it was one word I wanted to just remember, but I know it started with a P. And it's got a T and an I in it, but I could never be, I never got it. God didn't even think to me. I could just see the P.
Now, I'm not trying to be funny. Say nothing. No, don't say nothing else. I know, I'm familiar.
But yeah, that's why they see all of this. Everybody.
So y'all have times to mess with time.
I don't know, they
Oh,
got
yes.
when I
Oh, yes. Ain't no way. Ain't no way you don't. Not the ones you described. Oh, yes.
that's what happens. It does.
That means y'all got some Indian in there.
Yeah.
There's Navy in there. Oh, my. What? Do you not know, you know those people that keep talking about, and they don't know where they come from, they got all this knowledge, and they just drop the script, but keep coming up? That's it.
Is that why I keep seeing all the Indians,
Yeah.
the ancient people?
Mhm.
Now, I remember when I was in the 18-wheeler, run me off the road with all my things in the car. And the side of my face hit the steering wheel. But that was a great big hand just came through the whole car and covered my face. We went up in somebody's living room, started watching TV.
Oh,
Mother said it happens when she's doing her regular daily life too.
love the dog, and tell our sister we say hello, and a blessed and prosperous night to you. Thank the Most High God for you. Appreciate you.
Two.
She said it happened to her in her life.
Now she see people, if they walk by her, she can see it then too.
Duh. It's a connection, baby. Did I tell everybody connected? No, I'm just kidding when I said done. So, man, that's why. Okay. That explains something right there. Now, I ain't trying to stop now, but I want y'all to think about something. Yeah, I asked Dre. Dre,
Sir,
name one of your siblings that's fat.
none of us.
Not a one. I rest my case. Because none of them were. Not a one. Not a one. Not a one. You ain't got one chubby overweight sibling.
Crystal was, but it was medicine.
And yeah, yeah. And after that, what happened? Your metabolism is not made for that. And none of y'all got real thick bones. Solid, they ain't even thick. This is very fitting. We're some special unique people. And we have to realize that we're not here by coincidence. We're here to make a difference. And it's going to be whatever we make it. You know, It's gonna be where we make it. We mess it up, nobody's fault. We have the children in here for a reason. We have to pour into the children and try to help them be strong as they grow, you know. So I'm thankful for tonight in the I'm thankful for tonight. Appreciate everybody. Love you all. Love everyone that's on the line. If you have not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. We got some great things coming, great teaching coming, great instruction coming, great voices gonna be on there. We'll try to make the channel a variety of things. We'll try to have some creativity on the music time and stuff. We'll try to make the channel a full channel. So if you have not subscribed, please take out the time to subscribe. Appreciate you. Much love to you, much peace, much joy, much stability. Remain on this night, most high God, being blessed and very fulfilled, and all things continue with God for good. As we travel to our different destinations, help us along the way to not be a hindrance to ourselves, and always be able to others and be effective in everything that we do. Thankful that we prosper and be in health, even as our souls prosper. The one and all that is little tonight. We are grateful. Those that are even on the line, we're grateful for them being on the line. Thankful for this night and looking forward to the next one.